Hello, welcome to the newspaper review here on TAV TV. My name is Williams Abule, and on this show, we'll go through the headlines for today, the 6th day of June 2022. And with me here is Mr. Sonny Gomarai. You're welcome to the show.
Good morning.
And we're going to be going through these headlines together. I'm very excited to have you join me here for this. And to our viewers, to stay connected to this program, or if this is the first time you're seeing this video, do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe key. Don't also forget to turn on your notification key. That helps you to get notified whenever we come online with a new episode. Today, we'll begin with the headlines on this day newspaper. All right, let's take them. As the headliner here, how our church killings put 2023 Northern Presidency up in the air. How our church killings put 2023 Northern Presidency up in the air. Ruling party governors intensify moves for reconciliation and Southern Presidency. Also, we'll take this very horrifying story from Ondo State. It says, our killings. Outraged Buhari mobilizes all state resources to neutralize attackers, crosses them, maintains Nigeria will never give in to evil, wicked people. Akeredolu also speaks. He says, we'll hunt down assailants. Your empty threats are no longer working. Can blast presidency. All right, please donate blood to save lives. NMA urges Nigerians. All right, Mr. Sonny, very sad happening that broke yesterday from Ondo State, Owo in Ondo State precisely, where, over 50 persons were allegedly gunned down by, terrorists or attackers. We were yet to know which set of people did that, but, they were gunned down, and it was a very, very sad scene that came from Ondo State, and it has, resulted to a lot of outrage, and, people are still talking about it. How do you react to that very story?
Okay, it's really a sad one. It's really sad because I didn't get to see the story until this morning when I opened my phone and I saw the links that was sent to me, and I had to go and look at the footage. I stopped halfway looking at that footage, and even when I said, okay, let me read up the write-ups from some newspapers, I couldn't still read up everything because I became too emotional going through what people had gone through.
Yeah.
It's really sad because how can somebody leaves his house in the morning, say he's going to worship, because absolutely in Nigeria right now, a lot of things are really not working. So for faithfuls, they get succumbed from when they go to worship or they go to their prayer houses, and you just go there and you're going to meet your death. It's really, really, really painful.
It's a sad
and I think just like what Khan said, that enough of empty threats. Since this killing started, we've never seen any of these killers jailed. And I'll continue to say it. We've never seen anyone go to prison. We've not seen anyone arrest. Even when they arrest them, Nigerians don't get to know what happened to
those people
to
that
the
were
perpetrators.
arrested,
Yes, when they arrest them, and that's the end. We don't get to hear up what happened.
Yeah.
You understand? So until we start, like me, I say that the remedy for this is each time they arrest, whether you're a kidnapper, whether you are a bandit, whether you are a terrorist, they should be killed. Death should be the penalty. Because when we start killing them in a broad daylight, sentence them. Don't make the hearing too long. Pass judgment on them. Kill them on a broad day. Let it be end life.
The public execution.
Yes. People will learn from that, and people will desist from that.
It's a very, very, very sad story that broke over the weekend. I mean, when I saw it, I didn't know how to react to it. I mean, I had a very...
Because every time the president will come, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. What kind of shock? You are always in shock.
It's sad.
You understand?
I couldn't sleep. I kept tossing around my bed because, I mean, the pictures that came out from that scene just kept haunting me. I mean, it's a very sad one. And I hope that the government will understand that the security architecture of this country is in a total mess. This is just the symptoms of the fact that, you know, our security architecture has totally failed.
Yes.
We don't have,
we need,
you know...
we need to overhaul the security system.
I mean.
And bring in modern ways of security.
I mean,
And you know, that's why some lawmakers are agitating for the state policing. And me, I'm in total support of state policing. You understand? Even though we are practicing federal system of government, Nigeria is not being run like a federal system.
Yeah, because the country is becoming more
Yes,
complex than it
run
used
like
to be.
A federal, because if we are really practicing the American federal system of government, we are supposed to have the sheriff system. And the sheriff system is more or less like the vigilante.
Like a community kind of
thing. Community policing.
So
whereby, if I'm living in this community, I'm employed as a police in this community, I know all the territories and all the fabricators of trouble, you know, and if anything happens, I know who to hold. You don't bring somebody from Ondo State to come and be a policeman in Rivers State when he doesn't know the terrain.
And it take him another 1 year or 2 years to know the place.
You understand?
And then when crimes happen within this time frame, who goes after the offenders? And then it just shows that Nigeria, and then Buhari and the APC government, to be frank, it goes without saying that they have really failed Nigerians. This has been the normal reoccurrence for a very long time. We have not actually fully recovered from the train attacks. People are still in the kidnappers' den, crying every day to be released. Kidnappers are still, you know, sending threats to the federal government that we're going to, you know, behead these ones.
These kidnappers, I'm asking that they kidnap people and take them to the bush. Is it that they took them to the moon?
That's what I'm saying. So
if our police can track somebody's phone, why can't they still track those people?
That's what I'm saying. So we need to rejig the entire security architecture of the country. I mean, the Kaduna train attack, we're yet to recover from that, and we're here again, another heinous, you know, attack on Nigerians. And I hope that, you know, the federal government will actually step up to this and not just give lip service to, you know, to all of this, because that's what we've been getting. Oh, go after the terrorists. Oh, I command you people to do this. Please grab them. And this, but here we are, we're still in the same place. Like Mr. Sonny rightly said, we haven't heard that some people were caught and, you know, they lost their life in some sentence or something. We didn't hear that. And we're still in the same place. So I hope that the Nigerian government will take this up and take it seriously, because, I mean, nowhere is safe anymore. It's no longer the story of it's happening in the north, it's only Boko Haram. It is now everywhere. Down here in the south, it's not safe. We have issues here security-wise. And, I mean, look at what just happened. It's very, very sad. All right, moving on, we go to the Guardian newspaper, and let's take the headlines there. We start from the top. It says, Decision Day, APC backtracks on zoning as Buhari hosts party caucus. We also see there, power sector collapse imminent. Stakeholders warn. That story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. And then the very sad story of the killing in Owo is also here. It says, scores killed, others abducted as gunmen attack Ondo Church. Hospitals seek help as enemy calls for blood donation. Akeredolu shuns APC convention, vows to hunt killers. Buhari, Atiku, Saraki governors mourn, say, I'll not surrender to wicked people. Can PDP, Degberua condemn attack. Tinubu perpetrators should be apprehended. Afenifere Akintoye, Are Anaka Kamfo, won against siege to Yoruba land. All right, so all of these are the headlines on the Guardian newspaper. So if you need to get details of that, please pick up a copy and you know, read of the details of that story. We'll go to Daily Sun newspaper. And on Daily Sun newspaper, we'll start from the top here. It says, insecurity. Abia governor restricts herders. Cows to cattle market. That story is on page 5 of the Daily Sun newspaper. And we also see this one, senatorial election. Aba traders root for Ikpeazu. That's a very strange one for me. For a governor which they claim has not really performed very well. But here we go. They say Aba traders root for Ikpeazu to be one of their senators. And that story is on page 29 of the Daily Sun newspaper. And then the big story here, it says, Decision Day in APC. 6 southern aspirants in fierce battle against Lawan. Osibanjo, Onu Omahi, Tinubu, Amechi, Nwajuba fight to the finish in race for ruling party's presidential ticket. consensus options still on card. Tight security in Abuja. So all of details of that is on page 6 and 4 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Oh, Mr. Sunny, let's talk about the APC. You know, as their convention is about to start, we could see here that they are, you know, gearing towards picking a consensus candidate. What's your take on that? I mean, and from what we see, they say, well, it's unconfirmed reports, but it looks like their body language is bringing it down to the south or southwest. What's your reaction?
Okay, you can see that even from the adjustments, electoral adjustments reforms that INEC did, you know, some Nigerians are not really pleased with the selection process in terms of delegates, in terms of how those who are going to represent us are picked. Because you could just see that it's just some few people coming together to now say, you are the one representing us. They now force it on you. You understand? Then even in the voting system, so a whole lot of things needs to be overhauled. You understand? Then sometimes the choices you are left with are not even the choices that you want. Because whether I would like it or not, this present regime has made it so clear that money is the order of the day in terms of politicking. Is those we know that have somehow embezzled Nigerian money and they come back with this same money and want to post to us that they have money, they are rich. That is why you see a lot of them cannot even declare how they are able to buy these forms. They keep telling us it was bought by a party. And you and I know how this bought by a party thing. It's just to gather some few people, give them money and say, buy the ticket for me. Which is still corruption. You understand? That's why, even with the whole EFCC thing coming to, you can just see that the whole thing is planned. You understand? So, for me, the northern aspirants have said, okay, they are giving it to the south, you know, for the south to now choose their consensus candidate.
Yeah.
For me, I would have said, okay, they should leave everything open and let everybody slug it out. But if they are now saying, okay, they want the southerners to choose or the governors to now, and from the crop of people I'm seeing in this south, nobody is going to step down for anybody. You understand? Because even Tinubu himself now, from his utterances last week, you could see that he's offended somehow because he feels that, oh, he's the godfather, he's the one that made this person, he's the one that made this person. So
he's his stone and he's right.
So that entitlement mentality of is give and take is playing out right now. You understand? And you can see that nobody in this south, the crop of people I'm seeing now, is ready to step down for anybody.
That's a very interesting one. But we know that, you know, there's also Osibanjo there, who is also a member of this government, this running administration now. And then the likes of Tinubu, there's Amechi that was part of this government. All these people are very strong, you know, aspirants in the race. And like you said, but what is clear is that since the APC is moving towards picking a consensus candidate, and the president has already said it or made it clear that he wants to anoint someone that everybody will rally around and support. If he picks anybody from here, I believe that, or it is expected that the rest of them should, you know, show their swords and support that person.
You can see that some people is feeling marginalized right now. Somebody like Tinubu, because the age factor is really not playing. It's not really working out for him because Nigerians presently do not want to make that same mistake.
If Tinubu means well, he will not be so eager to get into the presidential seat. I mean, Nigerians are coming from a place where many Nigerians are filled with disappointment owing to the fact that we had a government that is unresponsive, you know, and very slow to resolving issues. I mean, a lot of Nigerians have had to endure the last 8 years in pain and economic failure. Not just economic failure, security failure. I mean, we saw what has happened. All of these are symptoms of a failed government. Tinubu, yes, he ran Lagos State very well. That was 8 years ago. Is it? No, over 8 years ago. over 8 years ago, right? So what I'm saying is that the challenges of a country called Nigeria now is not the same with what Tinubu used to know. And at his age, does he have the capacity? Or we want to have a rubber stamped presidency like we have now, where some other people called the cabal will run the country for us. That is not what Nigerians want anymore. So if Tinubu means well for Nigeria, he will not be crying foul. He will actually calm down and support whoever, you know, we feel or that they feel they want to put out as candidates.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm selecting who is going to represent us.
Oh, well, and then again, let's not forget that, yes, the APC might be the ruling party, but we want to believe that the power to choose is in the hands of, you know, the people. We know that Nigerian election is not, we can say it's a straight, you know, clean, fair election. But then we know that the power, the reason why they say go and vote, go and register, it is because, yes, your voter's card has a great level of power. And with that, a lot of things can be decided. So for me, I'm saying that anybody that means well, in fact, it is now that Nigerians should open their eyes very wide and begin to sieve or select between people that are greedy and just want power and people that really want to work to change the situation of this country, because we are in a mess and we need persons in government that will bring us out of this hole, this shithole that we're in. I beg your pardon, I had to use that language. But that's where we are. And it hurts to think that people like Tinubu are crying foul, that hey, they don't want to give me the presidential ticket. Oh God, look at yourself first now. Please look at yourself first. Is it that you want to come and work or you just want to be the president? We are in a mess. How much can you really do at this time, at your age? I don't know. I'm not against the man, but I'm against anybody that is thinking in that light, that it is more of my turn than trying to come and save the country and turn the tides of this nation. I mean, me, I'm really against it. Anyway, I'm so sorry, viewers, that I'm this passionate about it. But I mean, after that, this weekend's happening, I feel like I'm fed up of the ineptitude of this government. I mean, I just feel like that. And so, Mr. Sonny, well, unfortunately, that's all we'll be taking today. We just wanted to talk over 3 papers, and that's what we've done. Thank you so much for making it to the program. And viewers, want to thank you so much for staying with us. Don't forget you can join us tomorrow. We're still coming live with this newspaper review. Don't forget to join us, but first you need to subscribe to stay connected. Subscribe, and then also click on your notification key to get notified whenever we come up with the program again. I would also love you to participate, so drop your comments and your reactions on the comment section. Let's also hear what you think about these stories we've spoken about this morning. All right, till next time I come your way again, my name is Williams Abule. See you next time on the Newspaper Review.